Welcome back. Let's keep going with the training and talk about the trust. So building trust with your video. Now, if you try to build an online video campaign or include video into your business without including this component, it's a little bit like a three-legged stool where you remove one of the legs. It's totally useless. You might use it for the fireplace, but that thing is going to tip over. You can't sit on it. As business developers and business owners, we often focus on sales, which is not a bad thing. I mean, a sale is the only time money is coming into your business. Everything else is an expense. But we need to get those sales, and to maximize those sales, we need to build a certain amount of trust in our audience or our prospects. So a trust video is basically a video that you make without getting any immediate return on that video. So it's like giving. When you give something away, you might not get anything immediately back, but down the line, it's going to be worth a lot to you. So with the trust video, we're creating a series of videos that are there just to benefit our viewer and to build our trust to a level that they're ready to make a purchase. Now, here's what's key about the trust video. Building trust and delivering content can be two different things. So let me explain. First of all, your video, when we're talking about the trust video, it needs to have some content that's really going to help the person viewing. And we're staying with the theme of whatever product line that we're heading for. We need to stay with the theme so that they are benefited by viewing that video. That's obvious, but here's where it gets interesting. The content of that video and the building of the trust can be two different things. The content of the video is what's going to get them to watch the video. The building of the trust is not going to come from the content, but it's going to come from how they feel when they're watching your video. Now, I'm not talking about that they're falling in love with you or that they're freaking out because you're scaring the life out of them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way they feel when they watch and listen to what you're saying. Most of the content that you teach them, they will forget, but the way they feel when they watch you, they will never forget. Now, when I'm talking about feeling, I'm talking about when somebody is teaching you something or telling you something and you get that sense that, wow, this is a person of integrity and this content is helping me as well. I'm always ready to listen to that person. What's going on underneath the surface is almost always more important than what's going on above the surface. And the same thing applies here. So on the surface, we can see the content, but what's going on below the surface is how they're feeling when they're watching your video. And what's going to determine by the way they feel is going to be it's going to be your body language, it's going to be your tone. And to tune your body language and to tune your tone, you need to know what you're talking about, and you've also got to have good intentions. So when you're actually making a truth video, have the intention that you're giving it away. I'm making this as a gift and I'm making content that's straight to the point. You've got to realize when people come to watch your video, they are giving you something. They're giving you their time, and time is a currency. So you've really got to pay up on that time. You never want to waste people's times. If you promise to give them something for coming to watch your video, you've got to deliver on that video. And your trust videos will generally be 3 to 10 minutes in length. Now, when you're getting started, you want to do shorter trust videos, and you want to have more of them. So have at least 2 a week. When you get better at this, you can do longer trust videos because you can hold people's attention for a longer period of time, and then you can really impact them with a lot more trust. But that's going to come with time. The main thing I want you to do is make sure you include trust videos in your video campaign. So when people come through the squeeze page, they come to your video campaign, then you're going to have a series of trust videos that then leads them on to the sale. Obviously, you don't want to give everything away in the trust videos because you want people to be to be coming back, and you still need a product to sell at the end, but it's got to be very good. It's got to be something unique. Another point to keep in mind with your trust videos, it's a great idea to share your own content, something that you've experienced, something that you know and understand. One problem with people teaching other people's content is that naturally the body language and the tone is not going to be there because they're teaching out of a book. When you teach something that you know, that you've experienced, it's almost natural that your tone and your body language, and I'm not talking about hands moving, I'm talking about your whole face and all the expressions, is lining up with what you're saying because you're actually sharing from inside you. And that doesn't mean we can't teach content that we've learned. The right way to teach other people's content is learn that content, apply the content, and then teach out of your personal experience. And if you use that sort of teaching, it's very powerful and it can work for you. You might be wondering now, how many videos do I need to make? How many trust videos, and how often am I going to be sending them? Well, it's going to depend on the price of your product. So for instance, if your product is $100 or less, you might have a series of 1 to 3 trust videos and they're ready to buy. If your product is say $100 to $1,000, you might have a series of 5 to 10 trust videos that you'll send out over a period of 5 days, anything from 5 days to a month. You want to be in contact at least twice a week. If you're doing it once a week, you're doing pretty much what other people are doing, and you've got to do it better, and people tend to forget a lot during the week. But if you do it twice a week, they're getting to know you, they're becoming very comfortable and familiar with your face. If you're selling a higher ticket item price, say a coaching program, maybe priced $3,000 to $10,000, then you want to space out those videos over a long period of time. So you'd have 8 to 30 videos over a period of 1 to 3 months before that person is ready to buy. So that makes sense. If you've got low price products, you can build that trust much quicker because you don't need such a high level of trust. You might do it over 1 to 5 videos over a week or 10 days. And for higher price items, it's going to take you a little bit longer to build that trust. And the most important things that I want you to take away from this video is that you have your truth video sprinkled in there. You'll get better at it, and keep in mind that people come there for the content, but you build trust because of the way they feel when they're watching your videos.